Alright, Shalom. This is One from the GMS Lions Den Camp, coming at you guys again with another lesson. Hope it's edifying and uplifting to you guys. Um, we living in the years of prophecy, man. Um, Famines and wars and sorrows are upon us. This is the beginning of sorrows, man. All right. Before I get into my lesson, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua, Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakwa Kodash. And I'm gonna give a double honors to the apostles of GMS and my elders as well, who teach and rule well. And I'm gonna give the salutations to the brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity, and you aquas that's listening and that believes and have faith in the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right. So my lesson is on famine, mournings and famines, or you know what I'm saying, the mirth. You know, it's basically like, our people they living in a time of mirth right now, when we should be in a time of mourning because we still in captivity, we still under Esau's rulership, right? So it's no time to be, in a time of mirth because these this time period that we living in, we in the beginning of sorrows. All right. It's many killings, many deaths of our people, and it's judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? And when I say judgment, man, it's from our people not hearkening unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua words, they're gonna receive these plagues from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, these adversities. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna these people they're gonna live in torment. They think they living in happiness. They think they living in pleasure right now. They're thinking this is the life, but this is not the life. That life is gonna be turned upside down. It's gonna be the opposite of what you think it is very soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes out. You know what I'm saying? Watch. Keep watch, man. Because these times it's gonna be like never before, right? But I want to play a couple clips for you real quick before I get into my scriptures, all right? So this right here, it says hunger emergencies. Number one, hunger emergencies are gauged by a system called the Integrated Food Security Phase classifications. It says of the 5 phases of the scale, famine refers to the most extreme case in which there is which there is mass starvation and death. I want to say that's one of the worst extreme cases scenarios. It's gonna be everything that you could think of that's that's gonna be the opposite of what you call life. It's gonna be the extreme cases. These plagues and these pestilences and these famines that's coming to America, it's gonna be like never before, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be extreme cases. You know what I'm saying? Extreme cases. You know what I'm saying? Number two, it says most organizations declare a famine when it's 20% of the population. Man, bump that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the organizations. It's a family coming to America. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to hearken unto you. How about Shem Yahweh words? You know what I'm saying? Our true power words. Because if we don't, if we relapse and if we forsake Him, He's gonna forsake us. And then when Jacob's trouble come upon us, you forsaking Him, He's gonna forsake you. So you won't be covered. You won't be saved. You won't have no comfort because you forsaken Him so early. You know what I'm saying? It says seek Him early while He may be found. So if we seek Him early, you know what I'm saying, while He's near, while He's found, then we'll have comfort in Jacob's trouble. We'll have comfort in the day of adversity. All right. So we need to turn back to Him now, hearken to His words now, so we won't have to deal with that in the times to come. All right. Let this keep playing. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah, man, these famines is coming, man. It's already hitting. Venezuela is going through it right now. Those people over there in Venezuela, they are starving to death as we speak, and they dying from not eating. And another thing too, with this food, man, like we can't, man can't live by bread, by bread alone. All right, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get that scripture real quick. 1 second. All right, so let me go to the scripture. All right, this is Matthew 4:4. It says, "But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh." All right. So with this food, man, we shouldn't be trying to base our life or living life off just eating food, because just eating food you can be destroyed for not hearkening to the words of Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua. All right. So this other food, the other food that we need to consume daily, continually, is the words of Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua, the truth, the living waters. You know what I'm saying? His bread and his waters are health to our bones. It makes fat to our bones. You know what I'm saying? It brings health. It brings peace. It brings cure to our spirits and in our bodies as well, physically and spiritually. All right. So we shouldn't be trying to live by, you know what I'm saying, with just bread. You know what I'm saying? But everything that proceeds out of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's mouth, we should consume. All right. Take it in, so we won't starve to death. All right. These are just examples of, like, you know what I'm saying, different nations of people, you know what I'm saying, starving to death. But what we seeing here in this video is nothing compared as what's coming to America, man. It's gonna be sorrows. It's gonna be woes and limitations. It's gonna be crazy, man, in America that's coming. All right.
¿Esto es todo que tiene? Sí, esto es todo que tiene. Sí, nada más. Sí, nada más. ¿Esto es todo la agua que tiene? Ese, costadito pequeño, son a 200 bolívares. O sea, que entre los tobitos y el perro son 2000 bolos en agua. ¿Cuánto sale? 2000. Pienso en el futuro, siempre pienso. Y espero que esto cambie y no pueda conseguir la comida sea más barata.
Come on, man. It's coming. It's coming. All right, I'm gonna pull out a couple scriptures for you guys real quick. All right. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 10. It says, "And I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day." So, you know what I'm saying? All this mirth that our people are in, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they are in a spirit of mirth. And when shit hits the fan, quickly that mirth spirit is gonna be turned into a mourning and sorrowful spirit. All right. So your feast is gonna turn into mourning. So it's not gonna be no happiness. It's not gonna be no joyful, no tears of joy. It's gonna be tears of sorrows when Jacob's trouble come into play. and we are entering into the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. It says, I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head. It's gonna be so much stress. It's gonna be so much depression. It's gonna be anxiety attacks. People ain't gonna know what to do. They ain't gonna have no one to call on. It's gonna be a terrible day for our people. And the reason why is because our people didn't hearken. All right. Verse 11, it says, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So these days, the days are coming where it's going to be a famine of the word, of His words. You know what I'm saying? The prophets not going to be on the highways and byways prophesying to the people, preaching to the people. You know what I'm saying? Giving words to the people. You know what I'm saying? For them to hearken, you know what I'm saying? To hear and to be guided to the light, man. It's gonna be a famine where our people gonna look for us when we was out there every weekend, every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, preaching and prophesying, and our people not hearkening. It's gonna be a day when y'all out there and looking for us. Y'all gonna be having questions. Y'all gonna have a lot of questions and not for them being able to be answered because they didn't hearken. They're gonna be running to and fro. You know what they tell hanging out because they ain't gonna know what to do. All right. But also, it's twofold too. It's gonna be a famine. It's gonna be a famine of bread and of water. All right, and that famine is coming. We heard about the government shutdown. You know what I'm saying? It had been three of them, almost like every year for real, for real. And this one, I believe, is gonna be another one coming up soon with the government shutdown, and that's gonna lead to the economy collapse. All right. So this government shutdown, I was seeing posts on Facebook and other different websites. People was making claims that if they didn't receive their W-2s or they wasn't able to receive their taxes, that they was gonna that they was gonna raise hell. There was gonna be an outroar from those people. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a beginning of sorrow right now, man. Our people, you know what I'm saying, our people ain't playing. They gonna be super hot about them not receiving their money. And that's the thing about our people though. They think about money too much. They think about the money more than they think about their true power. Their money is their power, as I should say. You know what I'm saying? They choose Mammon, more than Yahweh. All right. So this is verse 12. It says, And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. So in that day, our women, and our men of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're gonna faint for thirst because there's no water to drink, no food to eat, and no water to cleanse their spirits, no water to comfort their spirits. All right, it's twofold. So they're gonna be shit out of luck when shit hit the fan. All right. So it's best that we return now and don't tarry until returning back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, our true power. All right, this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 25. And I'm going to skip down too. All right. It says, And lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day and to the frost of the night. And they died in great miseries by famine, by sword, and by pestilences in the houses which is called by that name. All right, so it says, And lo, they are cast out to the heat of the day and to the frost of the night, and they died in great miseries by famine. So it's going in that great day, in these days that's to come, it's going to be famine, and it's going to be sword and pestilences. It's going to be curses and different plagues of diseases, plagues of food and water. It's gonna be a shortage of everything. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, really too much anybody can do in the day of judgment, man. In the time of trouble, it's gonna be great miseries. That word, great miseries. So everybody's gonna be miserable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is gonna be miserable for not being able to eat, for people dying from the sword, for people dying from diseases. It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be great confusion in the land of Babylon. All right, aka America. All right, so this is verse 26. It says, "In the house which is called by thy name, hast thou laid waste, as it is to be seen to this day, for the wickedness of the house of Israel and the house of Judah." All right. So the wickedness that our people, that, you know what I'm saying, the wickedness that's in the house of Israel is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He is against Israel who dwells in wickedness. All right. It says, "In the house which is called by thy name hast thou laid waste, as it is to be seen this day, for the wickedness of the house of Israel and the house of Judah. O Lord, our power, thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness." So Yahweh Shem Yahushua has dealt with us many of times, having mercy on us. You know what I'm saying? He's given us grace and mercy, right? And our people, they take it for granted. What happens when that time of Jacob's trouble comes and there's no more grace and no more mercy? All judgment will be on Israel. It's gonna be great miseries, man. It's gonna be great sorrows because our people didn't hearken. They didn't listen. All right. It says, "Thou hast," verse 27 says, "O Lord, our power, thou hast dwelt with us after all thy goodness, and according to all that great mercy of thine. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude, Israel, that very great multitude is Israel, because we are like the stars of heaven, or the sand of the sea." All right. It says, "This very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them." So that great multitude of people at the center of the sea, it's going to be a small number among the nations, man. It's crazy, man. So it's best that we hear his voice, all right? Because it's going to be a multitude of great slain. Many bodies going to be laid waste in the streets, man. It's going to be way worse than what we ever seen, that has anyone has seen in the times, man. All right, this verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves." Shalaki. All right, so he says, for he knew that they would not hear me, because they are a stiff-necked people. Our people are a rebellious nation, man. Our people like to go off and hear smooth saying words. You know what I'm saying? They like to hear the sweetness of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, but they don't want to hear the fullness of him, the fullness of his words. All right? They always want to hear the good things and not the bad things. You know what I'm saying? So they want to be rebellious. They want to follow the traditions of men. They want to follow the commandments of men. They don't want to follow by their power. They want to follow after men. So they're gonna get the reward of men, and they're gonna die like men by receiving the sword in these famines and these pestilences. All right. Let me go back to this video real quick. Let y'all see something real quick.
Maranatha, உந்த கதைகளை விட்டுட்டு முதல் காசை கொண்டு வந்து கடனை அடை.
So you just seen right there, it just said, um, he don't want to hear no excuses, bring the money. All right, so that man and that child that was in the store, all right, so it's gonna be a time where these food prices, you see how cheap these food prices is in all of these stores. It's gonna be a reversal of that, and you know what I'm saying. In the times to come, it's gonna be an inflammation. All right, that inflammation is gonna make these prices go skyrocket. So if I was to go into a store and I was just wanted to buy a pack of Tylenol pills, usually it'll be roughly around like $5 or $6 for a pack of them. Man, that price is gonna skyrocket up to into like maybe hundreds. It's gonna be like between 50 and 100. I'm not sure of how much it's gonna be, but an example of what inflation is it's going from like $5 up to like 50 or 100. All right. So that's going to be in the times of the economy collapse. All right, things is going to be way much more than what it was in the past time. All right.
மனிதர்கள் எல்லோருடைய வாழ்க்கையும் அவர்கள் நினைப்பது போல் சந்தோஷமாக இருந்ததில்லை. உயிர் காக்க உணவை தேடி அலைகின்றன எல்லா உயிர்களும். எப்பயும் எனக்காக இந்த சாப்பாடு மாதிரி செஞ்சு தருவீங்க? பிள்ளைக்கு நான் நாளைக்கு செய்து தரேன்.
It's not gonna be any prosperity. You know what I'm saying? When this economy in this life falls, when it collapses, when it crumbles, when that foundation breaks, it's already broken. It's been broken since the beginning. But when everything falls, it's not gonna be no prosperity anymore. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, waking up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta get money. Or you know what I'm saying? Go fuck these bitches. Ain't gonna be none of that shit. Y'all gonna be out searching for food. Y'all gonna be out searching for health. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's gonna be so terrible in that day. All right. Great sorrows coming too, man. That's why we need to hearken unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh words, man. If not, then this is gonna happen. And then you're gonna be asking why is this happening? Why is this happening? But Yahweh Shem Yahweh has put these prophets in y'all faces to push and push out this word, man. And y'all didn't want to listen. So by y'all not listening, this is gonna happen, man.
Need to talk if you have any questions. You won't hesitate to call.
Amen. It's coming. Sorrows, many sorrows is coming, man. I'm gonna go to my last scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. So in these times that's coming up, man, y'all gonna be like, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Y'all gonna be calling on Jesus, Jesus, when y'all really y'all ignorantly calling our Lord and Savior a white man by calling him Jesus. That's you calling on a Greek god, man. And you know what I'm saying? You saying Hell Zeus when you call on our Messiah's name. His true name is Yahweh, man, which means he delivers, man. All right. So it said, woe is me. Who would deliver me in those days? So y'all calling on Jesus. Y'all calling on these Greek gods. You know what I'm saying? In those days, he those guys ask them for help. Maybe they don't exist. So y'all gonna be calling on these guys' names, and they ain't gonna do another goddamn thing for you. And our power gonna be looking down at you, laughing at you in your sorrows, in your calamity, man, for not hearkening and not listening. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and powers shall stand in fear. Man, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Y'all ain't gonna be able to do anything. Y'all gonna be running to and fro. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the prophets, looking for an answer. Y'all not gonna have any answers because we tried to give you the answers, but you didn't want to hearken. All right. Verse 19, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, the victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. So like I was saying, man, like everything, you know what I'm saying, may seem like it's really cheap and we're in a good standing, you know what I'm saying? But that's nothing, man. They would, you know what I'm saying, our people think they're in a good standing place. You know what I'm saying? With these food stamps and these farewell checks and all this government assistance, but all that shit from the end, man. That's that government shutdown was just a sign, man. And it's gonna be many signs and wonders, you know what I'm saying, for time to come. You know what I'm saying? To warn you guys, to let y'all know what's finna happen, what's finna come. So we gotta prepare our minds and our spirits, you know what I'm saying? For this great wrath that's coming upon us, this great tribulation that's coming. All right. Verse 19 says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So these plagues and these famines and this tribulation is going to be sent. All right, sent as scourges. It's going to be sent from someone. Who is going to be sent from? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, he's going to send these plagues and these tribulations and these different trials. He's going to send this because it's going to be a trying of the faith for his elect, for his hopeful elect, and it's going to be judgment to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Israel, the nation of Israel, is going to be tried and dealt with accordingly from their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And everything that they did that was good and what was evil, they're gonna receive judgment for that. All right. Verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right? So many that dwell upon the earth, man, it's gonna be multitudes of great slain. People gonna die of famine. All right, and if you survive the famine, you know what I'm saying, and You know what I'm saying? And if you survive this famine, you're still gonna get destroyed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The wickedness is not gonna be unpunished, all right? The wickedness is gonna get punished. So if you escape famine, you're gonna see that sword. That sword gonna kill you, all right? And if you know what I'm saying, it's no escaping, man. It's no escaping. Hearken unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right? I got one last scripture, matter of fact. Let me go to Deuteronomy 28 and 15. All right, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right. It's verse 16. It says, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. All right. So curses to you if you don't hearken and you don't believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua words. All right. And with that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. And again, I'm going to give a double honors to the apostles and my elders of GMS who rule well and teach well. And salutations to you brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. And I want to say shalom. Keep the faith and hearken, Israel.